line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee-wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case for both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability of gaining an advantage in the offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds himself at the end of this one coming out with the win.
And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Lloyd. And he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short. Try to run it with Lloyd. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. Aaron Banks played his college ball at Notre Dame. Guilty there. To throw is Willis. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, plays college ball at Virginia Tech. It's Tyrod Taylor.
He's the type of athlete that can just create so many problems for the defense whenever he's in the game. His dual threat ability not only forces you to be disciplined at all 3 levels, but you have to make up your mind which aspect of his game you feel hurts you the most. It wouldn't shock me a bit if he has an impressive performance here today and leads his team to victory.
Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Taylor. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, Taylor. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sacks are drive killers. There is no greater correlation between a defense getting off the field and the ability to rush the quarterback. And when they come on 3rd down, that number just goes up.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Lloyd. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down, a pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
First and 10. Willis to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. 2 different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Willis. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
And this is as good as you can possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. They'll run with the rookie from nearby Wisconsin. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On third down, it's Allen. And he's going to have that first down, working his way to the 20-yard line. Here's Taylor. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle. Here's Edwards. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw is Taylor. He'll look. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A run, it's Edwards. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. On the draw, it's Edwards. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Taylor. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That one to Corley. He's got it. He is in. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, New York. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're playing zone defense and everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, it's really easy to lose sight of some of the receivers. That's exactly what happened here. He started all the way on the far side of the field and worked his way across, found a soft spot in the zone, and quarterback's able to put it on him.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Willis. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got it at the 7, and they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Jets offense and Malachi Corley set to take over once again. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing, Taylor. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. He'll get this to about midfield. The veteran Kenny Clark in on the stop. Taylor looking to throw. That's into the hands of Xavier Gibson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Austin McNamara now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Packers offense and running back Marshawn Lloyd set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is Willis. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. Here's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion right. They'll run over center, and it's Lloyd. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Willis. That's right side and brought in by Williams. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up 1st downs without getting to 3rd down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to 3rd and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
To throw, here's Willis. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Willis now to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. To throw is Willis. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing, Willis. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Willis now to throw. That's caught. It's Marshawn Lloyd. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Willis to throw. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now, Taylor. Now he'll run it. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it'll bring up second down.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
Back to throw is Taylor. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To throw is Taylor. And on third down, that ball incomplete. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for the Jets. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Panay Wanwu now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, give to Edwards. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Taylor. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
Carrier on the ground, not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They run once more with Edwards. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. On the handoff, Edwards. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive? or do they settle for 3?
Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will level the score at 10 apiece. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. On the give, it's Edwards. He's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Malachi Corley. Touchdown, Jets. His 2nd catch of the game, and both have gone for touchdowns. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Here's Willis. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Willis. Oh, wide open. It is Williams for the grab. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the first down.
18 yards on the connection. First down, Packers. On the handoff, it's Lloyd. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Now Willis. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can, and now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration. And that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
They'll run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He gets it to go, and the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Throwing, Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Taylor looking to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, Mike, these are the plays that can alter the outcome. You find yourself trailing here in the second half. He's doing everything he can to keep this drive alive. A little bit through the air. This time, it's with his legs, and he picks up a huge first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Edwards. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Jets have got it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Edwards. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line, a pickup of 9. Second and a yard. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run, it's Edwards. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Running left is Edwards. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, New York.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Folks' extra point is good. And the Jets move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Here's Nixon on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Lloyd. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Throwing, Willis. Working free downfield, it is Williams. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
You don't want to make a living off of making these kind of throws, Mike. It's one thing to throw into tight coverage, but it's another thing to throw into tight double coverage. And while the quarterback gets away with one here, I don't think you want to make a living doing it.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw, here's Willis. A short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. Now, second and inches. They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. A gain there of 11. First down, Packers. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Lloyd. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
They'll come up for first and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Gibson now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. They'll come up now for second down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
I like the play call there. Second, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly. Nothing developing. Get the ball down to your back. Pick up a new set of downs.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's second and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. So they come to the line for first down and 10. One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Down to a knee one more time. And that should just about do it. Jets are going to use their third and final timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go. Runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a third and 12. Victory formation here, as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win for the Packers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.